Hi, I'm Jerry James Stone, and today's recipe is super fun. It's brought to you by Raley's. We're gonna make this amazing, just holiday themed. It's a Christmas salad with pesto and couscous. I think you're gonna like it. Let's get to it. So the first thing for this recipe is you're gonna take your romaine hearts and we need to pull them apart. So just carefully pluck off those leaves from the romaine heart, and we're gonna kind of press them down a little bit just so they crack, so they'll lay flat on the serving tray or board or whatever it is that you're using. Starting at the top, you want to take the smaller leaves and just kind of shape it like a Christmas tree, laying them down until you kind of get that tree shape. Like I said, you push them down so they lay flat. Now, it's okay if they don't lay completely flat. You don't want them to flip over, but you just want them to lay in place. The weight of the pesto salad is going to hold them down in place once we actually make that. So don't worry about it, don't stress over it too much. The important part is to make it look like a Christmas tree. So after you get your Christmas tree made, that romaine Christmas tree, get it all nice and shaped out and laid out on the platter, we're gonna take that Israeli couscous or pearl couscous, whatever you call it. I like it, it doesn't matter, whatever name you wanna give it. We're gonna take that couscous and we're gonna mix it in with our basil pesto. So a couple of things about the ingredients that we're using in this recipe. We got cucumbers, we got celery, so I want to just give you some storage tips on those items. For cucumbers, don't put them in the fridge. I swear, don't put them in the fridge. It's too cold. Cucumbers do not like to be that cold. So it's actually better just to store them on the counter. If you store them on the counter, they'll last a lot longer than if you store them in the fridge. For celery, it needs to go in the fridge, but not in the plastic bag it came in, if it came in that, or even if it didn't. The best thing to do with celery is to take it and wrap it in tinfoil. If you wrap it in tinfoil, put it in the fridge, it'll last for weeks. I kid you not, weeks. But here's the thing, so if it does start to get a little rubbery, if the ribs are not maybe as firm as you want them, just put them in an ice bath. Put it in an ice bath, let it soak for about 30 minutes, and that celery will firm back up. But that's the thing with celery. Store it in the fridge, but wrap it in tinfoil. It's really important. It'll make it last a really long time. So next we're gonna get into making our salad, but just one little tip for those of you that are gonna go full out and make this a really great looking Christmas tree. I recommend not pouring in all the ingredients into the salad bowl. If you reserve just a little bit of each ingredient, you can then take it and sort of decorate the tree to make it really, really festive looking. And you don't have to worry about pulling those pieces out to have your ornaments on the tree. So the first thing we're going to add in is our cherry tomatoes. Here's a little tip for you too. I'm using cherry tomatoes that have been halved. So if you're cutting a bunch of cherry tomatoes in half, you can actually put them between two plates and then just take your chef knife and cut and just slice them right in half easily instead of doing each one. Then we're going to add in our cucumbers, our diced celery, and our orange bell pepper. You can use whatever color you want. If you have purple bell peppers, red, whatever it is, it just really makes the ornaments for the tree by having all these different colorful veggies. Finally, add in that chopped red onion, some gorgonzola cheese, don't forget it like I did, and then a little bit of sea salt just to bring it all together. As I mentioned, this recipe is brought to you by Raley's, and so I'm using their private label items in this recipe. The benefit of their private label items is they're name brand quality, but not the name brand price. They're really high quality, really affordable, which makes cooking, baking, whatever it is that you're making, it makes it really easy to stock up, fill the fridge, fill the pantry, get whatever you need for your holiday meals for a very, very wallet-friendly price. So we're going to take all those ingredients and we're going to mix it all together. Now here's one little thing. So store-bought pesto, they can have a different viscosity depending on the brand that you're buying. So you might want to add a little bit of olive oil just to really thin out that pesto and make sure that all of the ingredients are evenly covered. But the important thing about olive oil is that it will last a year or so, like a year and 6 months, but you have to store it properly. It has to be stored in a cool, dark place, and don't store it above the stove, don't store it near the oven. It needs to be away from heat. That will actually make the olive oil degrade. So it's really important that you store it in a cool, dark place. It will last for over a year or so, so just so you know, that's how you store olive oil. So, okay, that salad is put together. Maybe you had to use the olive oil, maybe you didn't, maybe it completely worked for you. You can also use homemade pesto too. You don't have to use store-bought if you have your favorite brand. that's fine too, but you just want to carefully spoon out that salad onto the tree. And you're just going to kind of keep it within the lines, right? So make it sort of look like a Christmas tree. And that's really it. Just take any leftover items you might have, and if you saved a little bit of the tomatoes, saved a little bit of the celery, take those items, place it on the tree, make it look like ornaments, and there you have a beautiful, wonderful, just festive Christmas tree salad. Now, the thing that I love about this, those of you that have watched my videos, you know that I don't get too into like the sort of funky decorations or preservatives or those really fake looking things. So I love the fact that this is a really healthy salad. It's all plant-based except for the gorgonzola if you leave that off. It's all healthy, great variety of ingredients, all really, really affordable from Raley's. So check out Raley's private label. There's a link in the show notes, and I'll see you guys next time. Hey, oh, by the way, if you like to cook like I do, please subscribe. If there's something that you want to see, drop a comment down below. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Okay, see you guys next time, and have a great holiday. Be careful, because it's pesto, right? And it's gonna get everywhere. Let me start that over.